particular government is concerned, the stand of this government is absolutely clear from the day one. Let me remind you of the fact when Mr. Modi was to be sworn in, he had invited Nawaz Sharif. And remember, I mean, despite the previous custom that whenever their chiefs came to India, they met the separatists. Nawaz Sharif came for the swearing-in ceremony, but he could not meet the separatists. The lines were drawn the first day. The rule was written the first day that yes, please come, be our guest, let's talk, let's be friends, but please don't cross these lines. You cannot. This is a new government, a strong government. This government does not allow dialogue between you and the separatists. The second time they tried with the foreign secretary level talk, again the red lines were shown to them. No, this is the Rubicon. You cannot cross the Rubicon.
And yet,
third time,
the very
yet again,
separatists, may I say, the very separatists who were marginalized in Jammu and Kashmir for so many years are the headline today. The very separatists who were marginalized and becoming irrelevant in Jammu and Kashmir are now the headline. They are the centerpiece and the reason why these talks are being... So they found a newfound importance.
They can never be the centerpiece.
Abhishek Singhvi, is this the message of a strong government, or are we just seeing utter confusion on both sides?
Well, what I'm now going to say, Nidhi, is of course about domestic India, but I hate it, but it has to get all over the world because Pakistan is hearing, the whole world is looking. We live in a media age. I think it is absolutely inexcusable the kind of lack of coherence, consistency and continuity which the government has displayed. One area which is defined by these 3 C's is foreign policy. We are a proud democracy, an economic giant. There is an imploding, shattered country which is our neighbor, but yet we are made to look like fools because we are not following consistency. Point number 1, why was OFA done if full groundwork was not there? Was OFA a photo op? Was it just jingoism and good statements and self-congratulatory backslapping? You laid a grundnorm, a boundary, a red flag of a Hurriyat talk at the foreign secretary level before UFA. Now, if you follow that boundary, and I was not the one who made it, then how many more times is Gurdaspur, 1,000 ceasefires, Naved, and back to square one Hurriyat on Saturday and Sunday? Which red line are you going to follow? Is it not a mockery? Did the government not speak of this before? And as they say, can I finish please first?
Okay, finish your point.
Number 2, what kind of talks are you planning, Nidhi, when you don't know the agenda of Mr. Aziz? You don't know his program? What will be the content? You don't know his itinerary? Who is making foreign policy? Is it the Prime Minister alone, or the Prime Minister with the PMO, or the NSA, or the IB chief? Well, one person we know certainly who is not making it is the Foreign Minister and the Foreign Ministry.
Okay, I'm going to come back to you in just a moment.
And most important, Nidhi,
half a second. Yeah.
Nidhi,
I have to come in over here.
Has made us look very sloppy, gauche and clumsy because the central government is speaking with one voice,
Nidhi,
the BJP in Jammu and Kashmir with a second voice, a PDP with a third voice, and the government, the coalition government of J&K with a fourth voice.
Okay, Sambit, just give me a moment. Okay, one second, I have to give Shekhar Gupta and Sambit, I'll give you a chance to respond after that. Gentlemen, please let me get the entire panel in. I'm going to bring the mics down. Shekhar Gupta, your take on this. Was the Hurriyat the wrong red line to have in the first place? Because if we go by now everything that has happened today and yesterday, then the only time India and Pakistan will be able to talk is either in Pakistan or in a third country.
Look, I think the way things are, it's better. And in fact, I don't see India and Pakistan being able to talk to each other for a long time in their respective countries. So all talks should be in other countries and preferably through the back channel.
Yeah,
because
not like this.
Because every set of talks becomes a media event. And look, I mean, you know, I have respect and affection for Sambit. He's a loyal party spokesman. But this is not an issue on which the NDA government should be sending out a party spokesman to put forward its position. This is a sensitive issue to be dealt with by diplomats. Like, look, you got Casey there. He understands the sensitivities of this. I mean, some of the language being used. The 2 prime ministers signed on the dotted line of an agreement. Who dotted those lines? You just think about what you're using and what you are doing. And are you then saying that you will only... I mean, you talk about terror, all right? What is terror if not Kashmir? Let me argue. So is the attack in Udhampur terrorism or not? Is the attack in Gurdaspur, Punjab terrorism or Kashmir terrorism? So what is this? And we'll talk. If you had a consummate diplomat from the MEA, or if you had an official spokesperson of Government of India, they will not say these things. I think Government of India is handling it very lightly, because this was an initiative of the Prime Minister. He wanted to resume talks, something that was widely welcomed. I think it was a very good strategic initiative. He is now allowing it to blow up in smoke because of this completely faltu nonsense. What is Hurriyat? Hurriyat is
exactly
Hurriyat is 5 total nobodies and one a little bit of somebody, that's Gilani, right? All would dress in fancy dress and come and parade themselves at Pakistan High Commission, etc. every time. Let them do it. In fact, by letting them meet and this go on, you are detoxifying the Kashmir issue of this old Hurriyat nonsense. And Hurriyat leaders have now been exposed in Dulat's book. They are totally discredited.
And yet, as Sambit, as I was asking you as well, this is what Shekhar Gupta is saying, that today the Hurriyat is suddenly the center stage. It is now the centerpiece.
But Sambit has no choice. Sambit has to say it. Where are the diplomats?
No, you know, Sambit will speak for himself. No one has to speak for him. I'll speak for myself. First and foremost, let me make it absolutely clear
where
whether I'm the party spokesperson or government spokesperson. Just a second, sir. Whether I'm the party spokesperson or the government spokesperson, our party's views are to be kept over here. Number one, with the little knowledge that I have over the great personalities that are sitting with me, I know that this is not a composite talk. This was not intended to be a composite talk. This government has had no composite talk as far as the tenure of Mr. Modi is concerned, because only in a composite talk we have all outstanding issues, including Kashmir, discussed. This was talk on terror, and that's the reason as to why this does not include Kashmir or other issues that the Pakistanis are right now speaking about. Secondly, Nidhi, with all due respect to everyone on this panel, today I'm the youngest member in the panel, but a proud Indian, and I'm astonished that I'm the only one who is speaking the language of the Indian government. Rest all's language match with the language of Pakistan. This is television, this is Indian television.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Well, yes. Are you saying Shekhar Gupta, Abhishek Singhvi, KC Singh, everybody else is speaking the language of Pakistan? How can you say that? How can you say that?
It's okay.
It may be jingoistic, but I have.
No, I'm sorry,
if you are not speaking the language, why should you be worried?
I'm sorry, Sambit, that is false. You cannot say that people who are questioning the government's way of handling this are speaking the language of Pakistan.
Reminding me, this is the wrong channel. Sambit, this is the wrong channel,
right? What is the worry in this? If you speak the language of Pakistan, it may not be...
How is it the language of Pakistan?
Why are you worried about that?
No, first of all, this is the wrong channel to say those things.
Let me complete, sir, and thereafter all of you can take...
I'm sorry. No, you've accused everybody else here of being an anti-national. I'm sorry, Sambit, you're accusing everybody here. We're not going to take certificates and patriotism from you.
Did I use the word anti-national anywhere? Did I use the word anti-national?
No, that is what you said.
Did I use the word anti-national?
That is exactly what you said. Let's have a mature discussion about this, or let's not have it at all.
Nidhi, just a second. Just a second, Nidhi.
No, and let me get Ambassador KC Singh. I think the diplomats need to...
No. 20 seconds. I'm the lone voice. I'm the lone voice. Let this voice make its point, and thereafter all of you can come.
No, you're not the lone voice. You're not the lone voice.
I think Mother India is in very good hands. Mother India is not in
allow me 20
isolated,
seconds,
only
then I'll be
one person speaks for her.
I'll be quiet thereafter.
Second, look, people like us, journalists, commentators, we are used to abuse, right? Particularly from a certain group of people. Wherever they don't have an argument, they abuse you, they call you anti-national, fame, moron. Those are the sort of terms of endearment that are thrown at you. It doesn't matter to me. But look at KC Singh. KC Singh has been the custodian of every secret. He
was the head of the anti-terror mechanism with Pakistan many years ago.
Not just that, he was the secretary in the president's office.
Yes.
Every classified cable comes to him. He was your ambassador in UAE.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, to put him in that category, forget us. We'll survive. We are thick-skinned.
Terrorist back.
It is fascist. So, I'm sorry, but this is fascism in the extreme.
Well, Sambit, you should apologize. That is not the language to use.
Allow me to speak.
Sambit, do you apologize to the rest of the panel tonight?
First you apologize.
Why should I apologize for what I was...
Except to General
Please allow me
who is
to
a
speak. I'll
Pakistani,
the point. Please allow me to speak.
At least to the others.
Allow me to speak. My point was not complete, Nidhi. Look, You can go back, you can review the tape and see what Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi was saying. Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi was saying, first he began with a caveat, though I don't want to discuss the domestic politics, but this is TV age and the world should know the truth of Indian central government. You want to teach the whole world what the truth of Indian central government is, and in the point that he makes are all negative about Indian government. Did you speak even an iota about the Pakistan dispensation? No. And that's the reason as to why I said your voice matches with the Pakistani voice. Did I say you are anti-national? Why are you drawing inferences
all right,
from my sentences?
one second.
Abhishek,
that is actually not what you said.
I think an apology is
saying the same thing in other words.
Abhishek, I just want to get Ambassador KC Singh in first.
Be a grown-up and say sorry.
Yeah.
Nidhi, no, please, Nidhi.
Somewhere.
Just Abhishek Singh, one moment. Ambassador Singh.
Sambit, we are not saying, nobody is saying that Pakistan is right or India is wrong. All we are saying is they should have been anticipated. When the two prime ministers are met, everything should be not as it is written, but all details have to be worked out. Now you can't just go to a summit level. This is the second time a problem has risen. First were foreign secretary level talks. Now if there is some diplomatic, bungling, if we point it out, you say that we are speaking for Pakistan. It's a very silly argument. That is, there can't be ever any criticism of the government on their Pakistan policy. What kind of critique is this? All we are saying is, have a coherent policy. Have a coherent... let me ask you another question. Let me just ask you, Sambit, let me just ask you a simple question. After UFA, has the government of India, its spokesman, its ministry, PMO, explained the UFA agreement to the media? Have they bothered to explain it in the last many months? I have been spokesman of Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
Well, off
I
the
was
record,
Atal Bihari Vajpayee's spokesman, yeah. But I used to speak to the media and explain what is happening behind the scenes. You just sign an agreement, go to sleep, and then you have a train wreck, and all those who point out the train wreck are Pakistanis.
Can I answer that?
What kind of argument is this?
Okay, gentlemen, just give me a second. I want to go to General Qureshi because I'm going to lose the line to Pakistan, and I do want to ask.
I need to answer Mr. Singhvi.
Yeah, General Qureshi, on the question of Pakistan, General Qureshi, the fact is, isn't it a fact that the Pakistani military is not interested in having a dialogue with India? Everything we have seen after UFA has been an escalation, whether it's at the line of control and the international border, whether it is the terror attacks, then the invitation to the Hurriyat, of course. At the end of the day, can you at least be blunt and admit that the Pakistani army is not interested in this dialogue?
Nidhi, absolutely wrong. What I would like you to understand is, each time such talks are about to take place and some bungling occurs, which unfortunately I have a feeling that India does it, you turn around and say that the Pakistan army wasn't interested in talks. Now, you see, what I have seen on this side of the border, that yes, there have been a huge increase in the number of ceasefire violations, but started from the Indian side. Now, obviously, everyone here will say, no, Pakistan does it, India doesn't do it. I'll keep quiet on that because it is not in Pakistan's interest. It is not in Pakistan's interest to have a tense border or line of control with India.
General Qureshi, why would it be in India? India is the country that approached Pakistan to have the UFA dialogue. Why would it be in India's interest to have the LOC flare up? I don't understand that.
Okay, yes, I'll explain that. We think that whenever India doesn't want to talk, yet wants to show to the world that India is a democratic country interested in peace on its borders, especially with Pakistan also, they start talking of talks and peace, and when we come very close to it, they do exactly what we see happening again yesterday and today, and it's finally called off.
But General Qureshi, India did not change the goalposts, Pakistan did. The UFA statement talks about terrorism. How did Jammu and Kashmir and other issues come into it? Why did Pakistan expand the agenda? Why did Pakistan change the agenda? Because you didn't want to talk.
No. The point is, Pakistan each time tries to approach India that talks must continue, we must discuss, decide and get to an agreement where we all head for peace in this region. It is in Pakistan's interest. What Pakistan is doing within the country and on the western borders is something that you are aware of.
India was the one that initiated these talks this time, and I don't see why India would want to blow up that chance when it was Mr. Modi's own initiative to talk in UFA. Abhishek Singh, we have 30 seconds. Your response to Sambit.
Okay.
You can't give me 30 seconds, give me at least 2 minutes.
No, I don't have 2 minutes. Dr. Singhvi, I have exactly 30 seconds, or I'll just start. Please.
Okay, can I allow me to speak?
Yeah.
Allow me to speak. I don't expect an apology. I expect the typical intolerance of a party which doesn't realize and accept the idea of India. The difference between Pakistan and us is that
Mr. Singhvi, you
Musharraf
should learn from the Pakistani guest.
and
Look
Musharraf
at his
cannot
loyalty for his country.
Now you see, interruption is the best sign that you have nothing to speak about.
No,
what you've been doing
I never
for the last 20
interrupt
minutes.
Mr. Singhvi, but this has
Now,
really gone down very badly in my...
You are interrupting,
in my
sir.
system. That's the reason as to why I'm interrupting.
And you are
otherwise never interrupt in a debate.
You are practicing
wrong channel.
You are interrupting
Look
again
at the
and again.
Pakistani guest.
And you are
he never spoke a word against Pakistan, bashed India and went off. Here we are 5 Indians sitting and speaking against Narendra Modi. What is this?
But nobody's spoken against Narendra Modi.
Who spoke against Narendra Modi? Wow,
no,
Nidhi,
I understand a bit of English. When you all began, you began by saying that there's a whole lot of confusion. The Indian dispensation did not do the homework.
I'm sorry, gentlemen, I'm completely out of time. I'm completely out of time. I have to leave it at that. I have to leave it at that. It's your show that's up next, so I have to take a break.
In these serious situations, government should send people who are properly briefed.
Yeah.
Because this is speaking for the government, not for the party. We have to be careful.
All right, I have to leave it at that. Thank you to all of you for joining us tonight. The story isn't over yet. We'll have more on this in subsequent bulletins. Thanks very much. Walk the Talk is next.